Are you just being lazy, or do you need to rest? Today I want to talk about listening to our body and the difference in being lazy and not wanting to get things done, or practicing self-care and listening to your body and giving it the rest that it needs and deserves. Let's jump into this. Hey friends, welcome back. My name is Danielle. This is Daniela Diaries, and here we are inspiring to inspire you, me, everyone to be the very best version of ourselves. Now, everybody's version is going to differ, but as long as we are elevating ourselves, protecting our peace, and really just trying to be the very best version of ourselves, that is what it's all about. That is the name of the game. And if that's something you are trying to do, you have found your perfect space on the internet. This is a safe spot here in our little corner of the internet, and I would love you to stick around and subscribe. We do a lot of wellness and lifestyle related content, and it's just a really good place to be. And Vlogmas is coming, so you know I got you. So please stick around and subscribe. If you've been here with me for a minute and you've been rocking with me for a while, you already know we real friends here, and I love you so much. Thank you for sticking with me through all these crazy times. Also, before we jump into this video, sorry for two things. The echo, I'm currently kind of revamping my office space and trying to use it as an office space. So I'm kind of cleaning out some stuff, and I'm just getting over the flu. Oh, so if you guys are not hearing, I guess the flu is awful this year, and this is like off topic, but it is so bad. The kids brought it home, and me and Leo were down for like, gosh, 8 days. It was bad. It was really, really bad. So I'm still, just a little nasally and stuff like that, but I feel like a brand new person compared to where I was. But while I was on the mend, I kept thinking about all the things that I should be doing, could be doing, want to be doing, instead of just laying on the couch or the bed, just, trying to get better. And I feel that a lot of people are like that, but I also feel like we get into this mentality of this hustle and grind mentality of like, we could sleep when we're dead, or we got to keep going, keep grinding. The grind doesn't stop for anyone. And, we don't really listen to ourselves when we need rest until it's too late. And I definitely felt that this week. So I wanted to talk about that and kind of give you guys some guidance and kind of put my own 2 cents on this. So everybody knows that, if you're on a wellness journey, you got to be up, you got to be in the grind, whether you're trying to, elevate your career or start a new business, or trying to get a promotion at work, or just trying to get through the hustle and bustle of the holiday season. It's like, go, 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 like you cannot rest. There's just this mentality, especially I feel like when you have like that girl boss mentality where you're like, girl, I gotta go, if I can't do it for me, no one else is gonna do it. I gotta grind this out. It's fine. I'm just gonna work through it. And before we know it, we have burned the candle at both ends and we are fried. And I felt every bit fried when I got this virus, right? So not everybody is going to get sick, literally, like I did, but sometimes you are just tired, and it's okay to say, I'm tired and I'm gonna take the day, or, maybe not a whole day, like I'm not telling you to call out of work or anything, but maybe, prioritize, and maybe, say, hey, maybe after work, I'm not going to take that spin class because I need to rest. And I feel like, especially if you're on this wellness journey, like skipping a gym day is like, rest days are just as important, if not more important, than being in the gym. You need to rest. Your body does all the work while you're sleeping. And as far as, keeping up with that, and I feel like we get into this thing, because I get myself like, sometimes I'm like, do I need an extra rest day, or am I just being lazy? And there's a difference between being lazy and wanting to like chill on the couch because you're comfy and cozy, than literally where you are exhausted and depleted and you just cannot do it any longer. When you run your body out of gas, honey, that is it. You are not only tearing down your muscles and your energy storage, but you are sacrificing your immunity. And in this season, especially this flu and cold season, honey, you need your immunity to be top tier. I really wish my immunity was a lot better than it was, because I feel like if I was a little bit better, I probably wouldn't have gotten as sick. Sometimes you can't avoid these things. I don't care if you're just, you know, juicing full of vitamin C, and sometimes it just happens. Before we jump into it, I wanted to share with you one of the things I started taking right when I got sick, but I felt like this really did help. I could not keep anything down, but I was having a cold glass of this every day. This is the Bellway's Super Fiber and Greens. You guys already know I love Bellway. I do have an affiliate link with them, so if you guys go ahead and use it, I get a little bit of an affiliate kickback. But I really have been loving this. My particular flu strain, I had a lot of nausea and vomiting, and I could not eat anything, and I was really just trying to get any nutrients in my body possible that I knew I was not getting from just the crackers I was eating. So this is the Super Fiber and Greens. This has the organic psyllium husk prebiotic fiber supplement. And it helps regulate digestion. It says 1 serving of real veggies and 5 grams of fiber. So you not only have to worry about your macros, right? We talk about macros a lot here, which is your proteins, your carbs, and your fats, but your microfibers, or your micronutrients, and that's gonna be your veggies and stuff like that. So if you're not a big greens person, if you don't like to eat a lot of veggie, this is a good way to get it in, and it does not taste bad at all. It really doesn't taste like much of anything. So let me tell you what the ingredients are. It has the organic psyllium husk, powdered greens. It has kale, broccoli, and spinach with citric acid, monk fruit, and salt. You know, it just tastes like greens, and it doesn't taste bad at all. And I was just chugging it down when it was like really cold water, and it really helped me. And it has the fiber in it too, so that helps with digestion and stuff. It has the psyllium fiber helps support smooth going to the bathroom, less bloating, feeling fuller. I don't feel like that, but that's what they say. Helps regulate healthy blood sugar levels and improves your heart health. So yeah, it tells you just how much to start it with or whatever. But if you guys were looking to get yourself some greens, this is a good little way to do it. And these were really helping me out, again, with some cold water. And I was just slamming them back just to make sure I can get some kind of nutrients into my system, because the water and cracker diet was no bueno. So I'll leave a link down below if you guys want to try this out. If you guys are looking for a good fiber, I also love this one. I use the, my tried and true is the Bellway Beauty, and it has the collagen and hyaluronic acid in it. That's my jam. Watermelon, chef's kiss. So anyways, I'll leave a link for this down below. It's also in like Walmart and Target too. I don't think greens are in store just yet, but if you wanted to look for just the regular fiber, they do sell it in store as well. So carrying on with the rest and making sure you're getting your vitamins, right? So vitamins I think are super essential, especially if you are, you know, working out, and if you're on kind of a you know, diet per se. So for example, if you were on something like keto, you would really want to make sure you're supplementing some of your electrolytes, magnesium, potassium, and stuff like that that you would get when you were kind of flushing out your system without the stored up carbs. So making sure that you have, you know, a good vitamin regimen in there, you're getting yourself top quality vitamins, and you're making sure not only that you're taking vitamins, but you're eating nutritious, nutrient dense foods, you know, good greens, veggies, fruits, you know, and you're getting your rest. I never knew how important rest was until I started just tearing up my body in the gym, right? So you're gonna wanna make sure that rest, you're getting your sleep. If you're not getting your 8 hours of sleep, it's really monumental to your health, not only your physical health, mental health, heart health. It really does take a toll. You know, they say that once you go without sleep for so many days, it's almost like you're intoxicated, right? So if you've ever seen people who are like falling asleep at the wheel and stuff, like I remember one time I seen somebody driving by us and I thought they were drunk, and I called the cops and I was like, hey, I think these people are drunk. And I they ended up getting pulled over right next to me. And the guy just said like, hey man, I'm just coming off of a 24-hour shift. I'm so sorry. And the guy ended up like parking his car, and they called a cab for him or whatever. He wasn't drunk, he was just tired. And I could tell you, if you've ever had a newborn, you feel like that. When I don't get enough sleep, I feel exhausted, I feel nauseous, I feel delirious. And that's how much it messes with just your mental capacity. Imagine what that's doing to your insides that you can't see. And you know, you have to take care of that. I feel like we always put this huge emphasis on like movement and diet and exercise, but we never say, hey, take a nap. you need it. Go to sleep earlier. You need it. This is one of the reasons why I made sure that in my monthly goals, I limit my screen time, because I will be on TikTok or Facebook, or not Facebook, I hate Facebook, but Instagram or TikTok, and I could scroll for hours, especially with like reels and stuff. Like I could just go and then I'm exhausted. You know, I also make sure that I will not watch a movie that I have to pay attention to past like 7:30 at night. Because, for example, last night I watched Where the Crawdads Sing, and I stayed up until like 10:30, which is late for me, I know. And I was sobbing. It was such a good movie, sobbing. And I woke up today and I was so puffy and exhausted, and I just felt awful because I didn't get good sleep either. So making sure that you have an established routine, right, where you start to literally unwind. Now I know that if you have kids, this may be hard, but I can also promise you that if you get your children on an established bedtime routine and you get them down for sleep, they will behave better. And I know you may think I'm crazy, but honey, I've been in this mom game for a minute now, okay? I got an 18-year-old, so I know what I'm talking about. And if you get them established on a good bedtime routine, I don't care if they are 13. I have a 13-year-old and I put her butt to bed early, because trying to wake her up in the morning used to be like awful. Like where I used to like honestly just be like, oh, here we go. I make sure that phones are done. You are done. Put the phone, I have everybody charge their phone out in the kitchen. Leave your phone out there. You don't need it after 9 o'clock. That's it, you know, and you are in bed, and time is, I mean, 9 o'clock for a 13-year-old. So, you know, if you have somebody a little bit younger, you might, you know, take advantage of per your child's age. But I have them make sure everybody takes a nighttime shower before you jump in the shower. We're making our lunches. We are establishing a routine and making sure you're in bed at a decent time, and everything is, the house is shut down, everything is dark, and we are ready for some good memes, because it is proven to show that they are less crabby, they're behaving better, they're not as aggressive in the morning when I'm trying to get them out of bed, and they're eating better. It just overall improves their quality of life. So if you're struggling with just feeling like crap and run down and there's no other reason why, I think that's something we should take in consideration. How are you sleeping? Are you going to bed at a decent time? You know, I know sometimes, especially if you're a mom, you know, 10 o'clock at night when the whole house is sleeping, that's like your me time. And I understand that, but I would rather wake up a little bit earlier and get myself a good night's rest. That's just my point of view. But also I'm at a different season in the motherhood game to where my kids are, you know, pretty self-sufficient and they sleep through the night. So, you know, each one of these little, little things I have might vary per year season, but it's definitely worth trying. Now, when it comes down to really, you know, trying to step away from that toxic, like, go, go, go mentality is something that I've had to really stop and look at, because I do also have this like, all right, there's no rest for the wicked, let's go, you know, up at the gym and we're going, and you know, nothing's gonna hold me back. And there's been times, like for example today, I was like, look, I could have probably made it to the gym today. I think I could have done it. And Leo's like, give yourself another day. And I was like, no, I could probably do it. But I decided to listen to my husband and give myself another day and rest. And I did some cooking, I did a little bit of cleaning, and I got myself ready and just took a little bit of time for myself. And you know what, if I'm kind of, my workout schedule's kind of messed up this week, that's okay. Eventually it'll catch up the following week and I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll get done what I can get done. And I'm gonna be honest with you, as long as your nutrition's on point, if you can't make it to the gym, if my workout schedule's kind of off, it's fine. I talked to my, I even talked about this with my coach. She's like, just make sure you're watching your eating, and just start working it back in. You have to rest, because if you don't rest and if you're not taking care of yourself, you're gonna get hurt. And that's just gonna mess us up in the long run, especially now with the holidays coming. You have to protect your peace, and coming along with that is knowing when to say, all right, I'm done. Now I know that there's gonna be a lot of party invitations and events coming up and you're gonna be bombarded. And I also want to reiterate this. It's okay to decline an invite. It's okay to say, I don't want to go. It's okay that family members are having a party and maybe you just don't have the mental capacity to deal with certain people. And you're going to say, you know what? Make up an excuse. Hell, use me as an excuse. Hey, my friend Danielle's coming. I can't. I got plans with her tonight. That's fine. They don't need to know who I am. They don't need to know that I'm on the internet and you'll never see me in real life. But that's okay. Use me as your excuse, because sometimes that rest is worth more than the aggravation that is going to ensue at that party. And I said it. I said it. It's okay. You have to remember that your own stability in here is worth more than any party invite or FOMO. My oldest daughter has the worst FOMO ever, you know, and she just does not want to miss out on anything, and she spreads herself way too thin. And I had to tell her, like, sometimes in life you're gonna have to miss out on an event because you need to do nothing. And that's okay. It's okay to say maybe it doesn't sound as exciting, but in the long run, you're gonna thank yourself. I really hope that you guys are taking care of yourselves, getting your vitamins, getting your rest, and understanding that sometimes the biggest movements and the biggest amounts of change that occur in your life are when you are sat down, relaxing, getting your sleep, or just having a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, and enjoying the silence. That's when all my brainstorming happens. That's when I feel the most at peace. That's when I have, you know, the clearest parts of my heart and my soul. And I really hope that you guys listen to that, especially going into the holidays. Surviving the holidays this year, key is rest, protecting your peace, and knowing that no one is worth more than your own sanity. All right, my friends, I'll leave a link for the Bellway stuff down below. I hope you guys are doing well, and we will be back on the swing of things. Thanks for sticking it out with me, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, friends.
So you need a little break, huh? Boy, say you need a little space, yeah. Boy, is it 'cause you can't be